Hi everyone, this is Radull live. Thanks for joining us. Guys, it's a sporting weekend, so make sure you enjoy all the action that's coming to you on locally, internationally, and yes, I think my team is still top. But joining me today, we're going to talk about esports. Yes, joining me today is a champion. First of all, Eric Ngige, in brackets, Demon, and you need to tell me about that. Karibu and congratulations.
Yeah, thanks for having me here.
You are a champion. You won the eLigue 1 tour.
Yeah.
Yeah, how do you feel?
It feels amazing. It was an honor to play in that tournament, one of the major tournaments in the past 3 years. Yeah, and I emerged the champion.
And you emerged the champion, and we'll get to that a bit later on. I want to know more about you and, of course, how you got into esports. But before that, Demon, that's your nickname. Where did that come from?
Okay, it's my gamer tag, but if you look at the meaning, it has two meanings. One is obviously the bad spirit, and the other one is being skillful at a specific activity.
You have bad spirit?
No.
It's just a name. So how does it work? So everybody who plays esports, you have to have a name, like an esports name, an underground name.
Yeah, like the gamer tag.
The gamer tag.
Yeah.
Okay. I watch so much. I think it's CSI. Which CSI is that? The one that's all about technology and stuff. So yeah, it's like an underworld. But let me take you back. How did you begin to play esports and then make it a career? Because nowadays most kids play FIFA and all these games. But at what point did you decide I want to make this a career?
At first, when I started playing, especially FIFA, it's when I was like 9 years old, 10 years old. I used to play on my mother's laptop. Then I went on. Around 2012, I bought my first PlayStation.
Built?
I was bought a
you bought a PlayStation?
PlayStation, yeah, PlayStation 2. That's when I started gaming. It went on. My brother had a gaming hub. I was gaming there. Then he was also playing tournaments. So first I saw him playing, then I got the passion, and in 2019 is when I went to my first major tournament. And
that's when you decided to get serious about it.
Yeah.
And your brother, you can beat him now.
Of course.
The student became the teacher.
Yeah.
And at the point you're playing on your mom's laptop, what is she thinking? You thinking my son is just playing around? Because that's what people tend to think, that these are just games, but they're actually not.
Yeah,
How did your mom take it?
At first he had issues because he had restrictions. I will play maybe after supper, maybe for 30 minutes, yeah.
And you would stick to your 30 minutes?
Of course, because she will come and take the laptop.
And then you've changed all the settings.
Yeah.
That's what makes me mad. I had to buy my daughter her own iPad because I come back and my laptop is a complete mess. So you decide, I'm going to get serious. How do you then transition? Is there a training program? Do you get into a group of other gamers? How does it happen that you decide, I'm going to take this from just playing in my bedroom to something serious?
Okay, and in 2020, I was signed by an esports team, Masters of Mayhem. There we have
in Kenya?
Yeah, it's in Kenya. We have many gamers there. If one of them is Flossin Mawano, Makwe, they have won major tournaments. Even last year, Makwe won a major tournament for 500,000.
Oh, wow.
Flossin Mawano, he's a veteran in this esports scene. Yeah.
So you play with other gamers. Which was your first tournament that you participated in?
The first major tournament was Trick Gaming tournament. It was at Sarit Center in 2019. And
at what point did you link up with Index G? Because I understand here we still don't have a federation. We don't have any formal pathway that you can go. So when did you link up with Index G?
At first, when I linked up with Index G was last year, a tournament. They were holding a tournament. The winner goes to Nigeria to participate. and I managed to win. Not like win, and I went to that tournament. Yeah.
You had a chance. What were they, local tournaments? How often do you participate in local tournaments?
I participate in many local tournaments, but right now, not so much. I go to major tournaments right now.
And you play FIFA, or do you play other games as well?
I play FIFA mainly, but I play maybe Fortnite, Call of Duty, but those are just casually. Maybe
Those are
Mortal
for fun.
Kombat, yeah.
You've decided to focus on FIFA.
Yeah.
I'm very green in this space, just so you know. I have never played PlayStation. I'm embarrassed. So I'm also trying to get to know more about esport. What did your family say about you getting serious with esport? I mean, it must have been a bit easier with your brother doing it as well, but it's still not considered a sport, a career.
At first they had issues, obviously, especially my parents. They were saying, they used to be strict. Wangilikuwa wananiambia na waste time. Saa zingine wananiambia sifocus na shule sana. So, but especially in the last 2 years, they have seen what I've been doing, and they are supportive right now.
That it's serious. What's you mentioned that a friend of yours won 500,000 shillings. Have you ever had a really good payday from esports?
Yeah, in that tournament I won 100,000. I've also won a PlayStation 5 in an Homeboys tournament in 2021. Yeah.
So the industry is growing and there are opportunities.
Yeah, it's growing very fast. Yeah.
Right now, you're still a student. Where and what are you studying?
I'm a student at KCA University, and I'm studying IT, Information Technology.
And that's right up the alley of esports, or it's different. That's cabling. I don't know.
It's a bit.
It's kinda.
Yeah.
So do you want to do that professionally, or you want to stick to esport? That's what you do. That's your thing.
I'll do both.
You'll do both.
Yeah. When the doors open, I'll go for the one.
I think the challenge in Kenya right now, and maybe you tell me, is that it's so hard to focus on esports alone, because even though you get your prize money periodically, rent is monthly, food is daily, transport, so there's so many other things. So tell me about how you prepare for a tournament. How many hours a day do you spend on your, what do I call it, a gadget?
Let's say if there's a major tournament on Saturday, maybe I play like, let's say 4 hours a day.
4 hours a day?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you don't feel uncomfortable? You don't get neck aches and back aches? And do you exercise physically as well?
Yeah, exercise. Yeah, I go to the gym almost like 4 days a week.
Oh, so your life is literally gym, PlayStation, gym, PlayStation.
And school.
Oh, and somewhere there, are there enough hours in the day? 4 plus, okay, there's still enough hours in the day.
Yes. I play during my free time,
Yeah, but you would like to do it more, like professionally, like that's what you do when you wake up in the morning, ideally, in an ideal situation.
I like it to be like that, but you know, here in Kenya it's not that well established, so you must have many branches.
Yeah. When you travel, like when you went to Nigeria and when you play in all these tournaments, how do you compare your skill to other people's skill, like internationally? Are they way ahead of us, or are Kenyans very competent?
I think we have the talent and the capability to compete with them. I think because we should have like a FIFA server in Kenya, we don't have one, which enables you have to have a better connection online. So,
Explain that to me, because I'm just a little bit green. So there are countries that have like a FIFA server?
Yeah, and they have a better ping, a better connection. Like us Kenyans, we connect to South African servers.
So it's not as, what does that mean? That there's interruption in the game, or what does it mean?
Players who are in South Africa have the advantage because they'll play with a better connection than here in Kenya. We'll play with a bit of a delay. Yeah.
So when you're playing, you can somebody else can be. Do you play like for across the border, like you are here because it's online? Do you play here and then you're playing against somebody in a different country?
Yeah, it's usually like that, especially in foot champions in FIFA. You play against many players in Africa. So
if the server hangs, you're behind. What happens? They score a goal and you're not ready.
Yeah, it can happen like that.
Okay, it's not funny. Sorry, I'm laughing, but it's really not funny. And are there plans? Do you know whether there are plans to get FIFA servers in Kenya? Or you're not sure yet?
I feel it will come one day because lately Kenya has been added to compete in the FIFA Global Series from last year. So those are just small steps and we reach there.
So they are taking us a little bit seriously.
Yeah.
Because we have the talent.
Yes.
Okay, I want us to take a really short break. When we come back, I want us to talk about last weekend's competition, qualifying, what we can expect in France, of course, how you feel about that. So guys, we're having a conversation here with Eric Demon Ngige. Don't take the word demon too seriously. It's just it's called Gamer Tag. Yeah. And we're going to continue this conversation. He's going to tell us about the event that happened at the French Cultural Center and how he qualified to go to Paris in May. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back on Radull Live in just a bit. So I know you've all been enjoying the Aviator game on Betika.com or on the Betika app. Now, Betika's taking it a step further and giving away 40 motorbikes in 40 days to 40 winners. Every Monday to Friday, you stand a chance to win. Now, what you need to do is place a stake of 50 shillings or more on the Aviator game to reach the highest odds, or fly the Aviator plane for the longest duration. Now, whoever has the biggest odds at the end of each day is automatically the winner and automatically wins an Nduthi. Yes, we have 14 Nduthi's to give away in 40 days to 40 winners. Ndudika na Aviator. Eric Demon Ngige, yes, champion. He will be going to represent Kenya in France in May. So welcome back. This is Radull Live. Yes, I am with Demon. I need to get used to that. Sorry, I can't say that with a straight face. I'm here with the champion who recently won the eLigue 1 competition here in Nairobi. And Eric, of course, you'll be going to Paris in May to represent the country. Now, tell me about the tournament, how you prepared for it, as you were going through the motions, what was going through your mind? Did you think at any point, because I saw the pictures, you were many esport athletes. Yeah. So at what point did you also see that, hey, I can actually win this? Take me through the whole process.
Okay, when I was training for the tournament, I played with my teammates in my sports team.
In your club?
Yeah.
That's Masters of Mayhem.
Yeah. We played friendlies. We were playing friendlies and competing just mini tournaments. Yeah, and on the day of the tournament, first there were qualifiers, like 2 weeks before, and you had to qualify the top 8. Will go and compete in the finals. Yeah. So
you qualified, and then day one, because I saw so many of you guys.
Okay, day one, I was playing against Kamzi, and it was a one-leg tournament, and I had a lot of pressure, to be honest. And I just overcame the pressure, and I won. I think I won 2-1. Then proceeded to the semi-final, which was the toughest opponent, called Kappa. We went 2-2 in 2 games. Then we went on penalties, and I won.
And you won on penalties?
Yeah.
Then you get to the final day, and then you're playing in front of an audience. Isn't that intimidating?
It's intimidating, but I had headphones on, so just.
Oh, you had headphones. Zone.
Yeah.
You're in the zone. You block out everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. So I played against Mbemba in the finals. I managed to win 2 games, 1-0 and 2-1. Yeah.
So apart from the headphones, how do you calm yourself? Because you have to be really calm so that you're not nervous, you're not shaking. Do you have any ritual or anything you do to calm yourself or to prepare mentally? Because it's also a mental sport. It's a very mental sport.
Yeah, first I usually pray before the game.
Amen.
Yeah, but this is a confidence thing. When you win your first game, you get the confidence to go to the next round and win. So it was just gradual.
One step at a time.
Yeah.
At any point were you seeing yourself already at the Eiffel Tower, taking selfies? Because you have to visualize where you're going. I mean, you're like, I'm not going to even think of that.
Obviously, you think about it, but you have to be focused because everyone is talented and you'll score when you just don't out. Yeah.
So have you ever been to France before?
No.
To Paris?
No.
You're looking forward to the trip?
Yes.
How are you going to prepare for that? Because that must be a whole different ball game. Do you know any of the opponents you're going to face?
Not yet. But I think I'll just prepare with the best gamers around in Kenya, maybe outside Kenya, the ones I know, and I'll just take some notes from them. They advise me, and I know I'll reach far when I go to France.
What support does Index G give you? Because there's no, like I said in the first half, there's no real federation, but they have managed to sort of organize the sport, so to speak.
Yeah, they have opened a lot of doors for esports gamers, athletes. Yes, they have hosted major tournaments, good prize money, a lot of opportunities. Even if you are not a gamer, you can be a referee, you can be the organizer. Yeah, you can be the host. It opens really a lot of doors for people. Yeah.
And your relationship with them right now, like, are they the ones who pay for you to do stuff and things like that? Are they like an agency to you?
They help me with my brand, especially. Yeah.
Building the brand.
Yeah.
By the way, brand building is so important.
Yeah.
I hope you have a very organized social media handle and you post smart things. They guide you.
Yeah, they have guided me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's how you build your brand until people want to, if they want to find you, they find you, they know about you, put responsible things out there. Yeah. So, and the trip to France now, eLigue 1 is going to pay for everything?
Yes, they are paying for everything. It will be on May 13th. Yeah.
So you'll be in France for how many days?
I think for a week.
For a week,
Yeah.
representing Kenya?
Yes, representing Kenya.
Have they given you the Kenyan flag? You need to go to State House and get a Kenyan flag.
Not yet, but I'm planning to.
Yeah, because I think it's important for us to recognize. I mean, we've started this Talanta Hela initiative, and part of it is to recognize young people like you, grow young people like you, support young people like you, because this can be a job, you know. You don't have to job hunt if your sport is paying you. And I'm sure when you go for these international tournaments, you meet athletes who this is what they do, this is how they get paid, and they live really, really well. Yeah. So I mean, I just want to wish you all the best. Does this? What do you have to say to critics who say that such sports make you really antisocial? Are you antisocial?
Nah, no, I'm not that antisocial.
You're not that.
Yeah.
But you're in your room 4 hours a day. Eh?
Not every time it's 4 hours a day, but when there's a major tournament, but maybe 2 hours a day I play. Yeah.
And to those people who say that esports is not a sport, because there's that narrative that a lot of people push.
I think it's a sport because it opens many opportunities to people, it gives people jobs.
It's competitive.
Yeah.
By the way, it has all the makeups of a sport.
Yeah.
And I was told to sit there for hours and play, you actually have to have trained physically, trained mentally as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm answering your question for you because I know it's a sport. I just wanted it to come from you. Yeah.
It's a sport. It's very competitive. I think you have to be very mentally strong to play in this sport, because if you switch off, you're going to lose. Yeah.
And I know last year, for the first time, esports was recognized at the Commonwealth. I think there was a side tournament.
Yeah.
Is that an inspiration of yours or an aspiration of yours to go for Commonwealth Games, maybe one day when you're accommodated to the Olympics?
It's an aspiration. Even that tournament I reached in the semi-finals, I lost.
At Commonwealth?
Yeah.
Oh, you went to Commonwealth?
Not in Commonwealth, the qualifiers to
the
go.
qualifiers.
Yeah, yeah. Semi-finals, it was eFootball. And it's Elias who won. And I'm Chantel for the girls' side. Yeah.
Yes, I met them. I actually went to flag them off on Mombasa Road the day they were leaving for Commonwealth, which I think is, I mean, it's great that it's being recognized by international bodies. I mean, what does that mean to you?
It's an honor. I think the Kenya should put more effort in esports. They should support the gamers, and I think it will even build the country financially. Yeah.
It will, and I know parents. I remember speaking to parents that day of the Commonwealth, and they're like, I thought my child was just locked up playing in his room. Now he's representing the country at Commonwealth Games. It actually makes parents see it differently, which, shout out, your parents have embraced it.
Yes, right now, but not
at the beginning.
Yeah.
It took time.
It took time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I want to thank you, Eric, for coming on Radull Live. Any last words to young guys locked in their room right now thinking, is this just a game or I can take it seriously? Any words of advice?
I think they should take it seriously, because there are many opportunities here in esports. Even if you don't want to game, there is other career path. You can earn from this sport. You are turning your hobby to maybe a career in the future. Yes.
Well done. And you're 23 years old?
Yes, 23.
Oh, you have a whole life ahead of you, and I wish you all the best, Eric. So thanks for coming on Radull Live, and I wish you all the best in Paris.
Thanks.
Yeah, and guys, he's going to represent Kenya at eLigue 1 Tour.
Yes.
It's the eLigue 1 Tour. Is this going to be an annual tour?
Yes, it's annual.
It's annual?
Yeah.
So even next year you'll be back?
Yeah, I will be back.
And you're going to win again?
Of course.
Guys, I've been speaking to Eric Demon Ngige. He recently won the eLigue 1 Tour Kenya edition and will be representing the country in Paris at the international event in May. So if you see him on the streets, wave. If you see guys playing FIFA, it's not just for fun. It can turn into a career. It can earn you money. And I do need to say thank you to Index G for literally opening up this space to many youth in this country. So send that word to them. Okay. Or they better be watching. Guys, thanks for watching Radull Live, and we'll see you again next week as we have another conversation with another Kenyan sportsman. Bye-bye.